lit, Sam.
All right.
I think this is going to be another week where all three of us win. Oh,
I know. I'm excited. As long as you jump down some ways.
wait, Mom, you can put in rivers now if you want.
And I think I'll win without it, but we'll see what happens in a few minutes.
Yeah.
David will be ready in a minute.
Yeah, you got it.
All right, David. My handsome son. All right, we're going to make some buffalo cauliflower bites and some caramel sauce. We finished all the other caramel sauce, so we're gonna have some fun with that. You're like, come grab it.
I know.
All right, so let's get started with the caramel sauce. Now, remember, we've talked about the blender before. If you haven't heard me talk about it, just go back and watch many of the demos that I do. Our blender is a little special, and special in a good way. First, Pampered Chef, like many of our other things, really likes to think outside the box and think of those solutions of things that many people are complaining about or would love to have in something, right? So our blender has two exclusive settings that belong to it. Also, our blades are not sharp, so that way they pulverize the food and help to make smoother foods like smoothies and stuff, our sauces, all of that type of stuff. They're smooth and delicious instead of being cut. It just helps with a lot of that. Now, we also have a heating element that actually does heat the food up to 220. So that means you're going to do soups and heated purees and the jams and sauces super easy. We have our presets and custom, okay? Safety feature of it will not function without the lid being on. It will say lid and you cannot do anything else with it. So we're going to get this started. We've got some heavy whipping cream and I've got some coconut sugar that I'm using. All right, and I'm using our nice measuring cups, and then this is our 1 cup of our easy read measuring cup, super easy peasy. All right, and then I'm just gonna pop in some butter because and this is plant-based butter, but to make it easy peasy, yummy, yummy. All right, and I'm gonna have to try this with some coconut milk heavy whipping cream. All right, so I'm gonna come over. You can do this as a jam or a sauce. I'm gonna do this as a jam, let this go up, and then I'll add the vanilla extract, which is coming back again this Christmas. Well, October 15th. But anyway, come back and then a pinch of salt. So let me rinse out my bowl. And let's get started. Now, I always say you can always pay full price for any of the things that you feel like are a little bit out of your budget. Or there's always the option of hosting a show. And when you join my team, you can actually save some money in different ways as well. So always think about how you might like to stretch your dollar a little bit further. So I'm going to use some almond flour with this, and again, with my measuring cups. And then I got a little bit of extra buffalo sauce set out. So I'm going to pour in the buffalo sauce, okay? And I'm going to use my small mixing scraper just to scrape this up. This is our little baby easy read measuring cup. This is the 1/4 cup one. And I'm using our large batter bowl. And then I'm going to take about half of this butter, pop in here because we don't want it overly spicy. And then the rest of this is going to go in here for dipping sauce. So we got that. We got this in our 1 cup prep bowl. I'm going to mix this up, and then I'm going to get our cauliflower ready to coat, okay? And I believe I read the directions right. I like to wing it. I'm lazy when it comes, I like the air fryer and oven baking, and not using a lot of like coatings on my foods because I am lazy when it comes to that type of stuff. And anybody who knows that, I always talk about how I like to keep it simple. If the prep time takes too long, anything like that, I just don't do it. And I may be missing out on some foods, but I like to keep it simple and easy because I like to be able to enjoy time with my family as well as preparing food for all of us, okay? So I'm just cutting around this. So that way I can make sure I'm good. Hey David, do you think maybe you can turn that lighting down a little bit?
On what?
TV. Everybody looks right at my belly. That's okay. Just turn it down a couple of clicks. That way it's not so loud in the background. Alright, so we got this in here. So I'm going to start cutting the florets off. I'm going to go with bigger florets if I can. Makes it more easy. Easier, more easy. Jeez. Lord have mercy. Okay. And I am using our chef's knife. Now, you guys will hear me talk about our knives. I love that they have a lifetime guarantee. They've been independently tested to start sharper and stay sharper longer. They're extremely durable. They're well balanced. Even professional chefs really do enjoy being able to use our knives because they are well balanced. So they're one of those ones that really help to compete with many others out there on the market. And that's what I love. Everybody's going to have their own preference, but I love that we give a great option. And you always have a way to save money, and we have a gorgeous knife block to go with it all. Right? Okay. So, I'm going to save that for later. And it's funny, I prefer raw cauliflower over raw broccoli any day. I know, call me weird. Okay. I think it called to do the first part of coating it with the buffalo sauce and then adding in the almond flour, but I did it backwards, so we're going to see how this turns out. Okay. And I'm going to get my air fryer tray. Just so and I can hopefully get them all coated up. And like I said, I'm pampered, not perfect, so I may grab another bowl and try this again. Thankfully, I can do extra butter. Yep, we're going to. I'm going to do something different with this. This actually may get set aside for doing stuffed mushrooms. So, this is what I get for not reading my instructions thoroughly. Let me pop this over here. And, ooh, this caramel sauce looking beautiful already. All right. So, try this again. Get my butter. So I can get that coating.
Jenny Foster said I like raw cauliflower better also.
Oh, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. All right, so. Okay, so has anybody tried the plant butter with the avocado oil? I love it. It melts really well. It has a good flavor. And I really have been trying to not do as many of the things with dairy and stuff, so we like to have a different variety. And I thought I grabbed a, oh, and I used it for my butter. Huh. Okay, let's try this again. And I'm making a huge mess here. Again, as I say, pampered, not perfect. And I'll have to grab more almond flour out. I only use this for something good. Don't ask me what it will be, but it will be something. Alright, so pop this in here. Alright, so let's try this again. I'm going to put the butter in. And the nice thing is, I mean, not that it's that hot out, but my kitchen is not getting that high because I'm not doing it. Alright, I didn't want to have to, I mean, it's great when you're actually trying to control how much you're doing. Okay, so now, I'm going to mix this together. Now, I will coat my cauliflower, and I'm going to cut this in half because you want to try to keep it evenly sized as much as possible. Let me see.
Jenny said she hasn't tried it either, but she's interested.
I know, should be fun. All right, I like to try some new stuff. All right, so now this looks much better, doesn't it, David? I might not even put on the almond flour. I think I may leave it off because I don't care about the crunchy. You want to see? I'm having all sorts of fun. This is what I get for not finding a bigger bowl that's a little deeper and better for mixing this. But the nice thing is, you can see how I'm throwing food, and Zeke's there waiting it. And my gosh, if he were to get one of these, that would be misery for the rest of the day, I'm sure. All right. All right. Dude. All right. So, batter bowl, oven safe, beautiful. This is one of the, so many people talk about as a favorite of theirs, just because, I mean, what's not to love? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a real light dusting of it. I'm not going to do a full serving.
Jenny said hi, David. I was gonna say hi, but I wasn't sure which of the boys was videoing today.
Yeah, David's gotten stuck doing it the past couple times. Isaac's actually going to take the dogs for a little walk soon. David, I bet's really excited that he picked this. This will add just a little bit of crunch to it and help cut on. Oh yeah, this way is much better. So, FYI, don't be lazy. Go in the order that the directions give it. Okay, perfect. Yeah, and I didn't need that much of it. Okay, perfect. Mix it all up. Now I'm going to lay it out on my air fryer trays. You could probably do this in the basket as well.
Mom, aren't you supposed to add the rest of the stuff to the caramel?
Did it beep at me yet?
Oh, no.
No. It'll beep at me in a minute. Okay. So, let me make sure I got this all mixed up. Oh, it looks beautiful. All right, so I'm just going to pop these on here. Let me move this out of the way. I think even all of my boys would love to have cauliflower this way. They're not, Isaac likes cauliflower, but, and Dave's real picky about cauliflower. So this is a good way to do something different with a vegetable that you might not normally eat. I gotta remember to wash my hands immediately after this or I'm gonna burn my eyes. All right. Sprinkle these smaller pieces in here. Okay. Like I said, I'm lazy sometimes. It's not even all about presentation. Oh, buffalo sauce smells so good. Okay. Now, we're going to pop these in the air fryer. And I'm gonna go for 15 minutes.
Jenny said, is it super spicy?
It should be. Now, if it's too spicy, or you think it might be a little too spicy, add a little extra butter. And then that should calm the flavor down. All right, so I'm gonna plug this in before I close it, so I don't have to open it and close it. All right, you always want to give your air fryer some space because it does get hot around here. It can melt other things, and it can overheat then if it doesn't have enough room to breathe. Okay, so I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna switch to air fryer. Remember, we have bake, we have roast, we have rotisserie, reheat, and dehydrate. So you can do virtually anything in this. We don't use our microwave quite as much. And we actually don't use our oven quite as much. If we're going to fit in the air fryer, we a lot of times prefer just doing it because it's easy to clean. And we'll check this halfway to see. And oh man, perfect timing. Okay. Put that back up there. Now, calls for just a bit of salt and then some. I actually was thinking about using some butter extract and I couldn't find it, so I'm just going to use vanilla extract. All right, just a bit of salt because you don't want it to be overly sweet, and this will enhance the flavor, okay? And then you only have to use half the amount, so instead of using a tablespoon of this, I'm actually only going to use a teaspoon and a half. Pop it in there, so now it's ready to go. Took my vented lid off, and now it'll finish. Maybe. There we go. Just took a second. Alright, so you guys, it's as easy as that today. So easy, so fun. This will be ready in 15 minutes. I'm going to have to figure
15 minutes on air fry.
Yes, 15 minutes on air fry. Now, that may be a little bit long. I'm going to find out. Sometimes it's something to play around with a little bit and watch it. Thankfully, we turn it halfway. We change the trays. So I'll be able to look and see how far, and I can check it when it's done because it does have that light on it. So, I gotta remember keeping that. Rinse this off. But, so fast and easy. These are gonna be a nice little pre-dinner snack. The cauliflower bites are. And then I'm actually using the air fryer again this evening, and we are making wings for dinner. So that should be delicious. Have no clue what flavor we're going to make them yet. Probably something a little bit spicy, and then probably a barbecue or a honey mustard type flavor. Sometimes I'll do a Dijon mustard dry rub using our Pampered Chef rubs. Lots of different options. So anyways, be sure to drop what you guys are doing on this amazing Sunday afternoon, and tell me if you guys would eat the cauliflower bites or not, and if you guys would change anything on it. I'm looking forward to hearing back from what all of you guys think. And if you haven't gotten your October show set up and scheduled, you need to do it. My dates are almost full, and we have some amazing things going on right now. So I can't wait to hear more from all of you guys, and have an amazing Sunday. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye.